Hey guys, it's your girl Simone. Welcome back to my channel. If y'all can see by the title, today is Subbie Sunday. So y'all already know what time it is and what we gotta get into. We finna get into these stories. So I have not picked one out yet. That's why I'm looking down, because I'm like, let me try to find me a story. And y'all, so I'm finna find a story for us to read. Also, before we get into the video, y'all already know what to do. Yeah. I don't know why it came off like that. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know what to do. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Give a girl a thumbs up. Comment down below. And don't forget to follow me on all my social medias. Instagram at Vivalayoshii. TikTok and Twitter at LifeWithSymone. And let's get straight into this video. So, how are y'all doing, y'all? Let me see. Let's see what we got. So the story is the time my ex and I fucked at a swingers club and ... So we need to see what ... mean. This story's already sound juicy from the title. Had to prop my knee up so I can put my computer on it. And if y'all hear that noise, that's this loud ass computer, because y'all, I just recorded a whole different video. I'm recording and editing. So while I'm doing this video, I'm letting another video download. So let's get into it. Hey Simone, girl, first of all, I love your stories and you're that bitch. Keep doing your shit and collecting your coins, girl. Thanks, sis. So it says, now to get into the story, my ex and I dated back in 2014 and broke up a year later, but always kept in contact. He was my first and his dick game is crazy. The best I ever had. From time to time, we would still hook up. In April, he hit me up around 8 p.m. asking if I wanted to chill at his spot, and I agreed. When I got to his place, we chilled and talked for a little bit before things escalated. We were both horny but wanted to try something new. We both are some wild freaks and like trying new shit to spice shit up. Plus we was lit off that E-pill. Okay, that's all you have to say, sis. Alright. I ain't never experienced that yet, but I've been with somebody who was, and it was like, boy, are you done yet? Are you okay? Anyway. He brought up the idea of going to the Green Door, a swinger club in Vegas. If you lived or visited Vegas, you know what go down at that spot. Fast forward to us pulling up to the Green Door and paying. Simone, when I tell you I was too spun to speak from what we witnessed, your girl was very much speechless. Time goes down, we got straight to the point, and he took me to Pound Town. I let it be known that night that I wanted to be fucked for hours. I was so into our session, I didn't realize people were watching us. And I'm not gonna lie, it turned me on. I noticed a dude watching that was kind of cute. Asked me if he could watch me get fucked, and I agreed. Oh, better yet, I told him he could join, especially when I saw how big that dick was. LOL, I was on cloud 9 that night, getting double the penetration, but it don't stop there. After me and my ex left the swingers club, we was still horny as fuck. We was off that E-pill, and I brought up the idea of letting him and 2 of his homeboys run a train on me. We were going to name one of them K and the other one Fart, and you'll see why. He called them up and let them know what we was on, and they was down. Kay and Fart decided to pop an E-pill too. When they met us at my crib, we got straight to the action. One thing in my vagina, another one in my ass, and the other one in my mouth. Sis! No judgment zone, no judgment zone. Let me keep reading. LOL. Okay, yeah, I just said that too. She said, LOL, please don't judge me. The E-pill had me on one that night, and I was very much enjoying it. We decided to switch positions, and my ex pounded my shit from the back and me sucking Fart up. K's phone was going off, and he stepped out to take the call. Since we were doing some wild shit that night, I wanted to try something new and brought up the idea of sucking Fart's dick from the back. He agreed, and with the idea proceeding to turn around and bend over. As I was sucking Fart's thing from the back, I felt my ex bust inside of me, and then Fart busted inside of me without warning me. And this nasty nigga farted in my face while I was in the position of busting in my mouth. This is sick. Okay, let me finish. Hold on. I was livid because 1, why would your stank ass fart in my face? And 2, you couldn't let me know you was finna bust so I could stop sucking yo, He apologized while laughing as if that shit was funny. I was tripping out for a little bit, but eventually let it go because the show wasn't over. I wanted more. Kay eventually came back in the room, and we continued the train for And we continued the train for some hours until we were all out of nut laughing my ass off. If you think this story was wild, wait till you hear my other story times. This ain't got shit on them laughing my ass off. But thank you for reading my story. And if you want me to send more, let me know and I will. Your girl got stories for days. I think the next story I would tell you is when I fucked 2 niggas on the same night from rival hoods and how they found out. Stay tuned. Sis, sis, you can't end it off like that. I want to tell her, sis, you gotta send more stories. What? And also, question, sis, did you get pink eye? Like, not even on no funny shit, because you know, like, somebody farted on your pillow, you get pink eye, so that's like direct contact. I would have been like, what? Okay, this is just, sis, you have lived, period. You lived. Like, no judgment zone here. You know, I like to have friends that do the wild shit so they could tell me about it, because it's some stuff I ain't gonna try, but I like to have friends that's gonna tell me so I could be like, sis, because I ain't judging nobody. You do what you want to do. Like, you know, it's your life, live it. But thank you for telling us this. And yes, I want to know about the rival hoods. Like, did you start a whole little war against the Bloods and the Crips? Like, let us know, sis. I want to hear the story. So make sure you send it to us. So this one is one from In Order. So this story is kind of older in my emails from January. So let's see what it says. So hey girl, I love your YouTube channel and your story times. I'm from the city and your story times are so relatable. I just wanted to share a juicy story with you that you could potentially share to your subscribers. I initially sent this to your Instagram DM, but I saw your last video and sent it here. Anyway, I hope you like my story. Sorry it's kind of long. No, it's cool. And you from LA, so I wanna see if you're gonna give some descriptions and I can see who it is, because I'm gonna be like, hold up. Alright. So when I was around 18, 19, I met this fine, tall, and chocolate guy with a deep voice when I was in Walmart shopping for random shit. We'll call him Walmart since that's where I met him. So I was shopping, minding my business, and I noticed Walmart and his co-workers stocking products in another aisle. Oh, and I know this was the Walmart on 190th, so I'm trying to think, do I know him? No, I'm just kidding. But I'm shopping and minding my business, and I noticed Walmart and his co-workers stocking products in the other aisle, but I kept it pushing because like I said, I'm busy buying random shit, LOL. So I'm on the next aisle and I hear Walmart say, did you see that fine little shorty that just walked by? And the coworker was like, yeah, I did. I'm about to go holla. And Walmart was like, nah, that's all me. So he comes over and asked if I needed help. I didn't, but then I saw how fine he was and I made some shit up to keep the conversation going. We exchanged numbers, then I continued to shop and he continued to work. After that day, we talked on the phone and text every day, all day, and he would always ask me to come have lunch with him on his lunch break, and I would, and it would be good vibes. As we got to know each other better, he told me he had a daughter, which was kind of a turnoff because, again, I was only 18 or 19, and I wasn't trying to be a stepmom, LOL, but I was willing to look past it because we got along so well. I would tell him your daughter comes first, so if she needs anything or if you have her, let me know and we could link up at a different time. And he would be like, okay, cool. I didn't want to get caught up in the mix between him and his baby mama because they weren't always on the best of terms, and we were just in the talking phase anyway, so I didn't want to come into her life if I wasn't going to stay in it. That's true. So fast forward, we decided to take things to the next step and make it official. She put official. I was head over heels. We had good chemistry. He was a hood nigga and went hard with his gang activities and with other niggas, but was also tender and sweet towards me, and I like that. He always made me feel beautiful and the D was so bomb. Everything was good until it wasn't. Oh, let's see what I did. So months have gone by and I noticed that something was off. Wasn't texting me as much. It seemed like he was always irritated or in a bad mood when I would hit him up. And it just was weird. It had me question if I said or did something. And when I would ask him about it, he would just say, nah, you didn't do anything. I'm good. And I would be like, okay, whatever. So his B-Day comes around and I'm like, babe, it's your B-Day. What do you want to do? And he's like, the homies are taking me out. After that should have been a red flag. But I was like, okay, cool. I want to celebrate with you too. And he's like, we have this plan for a while now, but you could come to my house after because I'm just going to be with the homies and I don't want you around all these hood niggas in case some shit go down. I was like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. If it's going to be all guys and I'm the only female, that's awkward. So he wants me to come spend the night, and so I was like, okay, let me see how I could do that because my mom was strict. She didn't care if I was already 18 or 19. She wasn't about to let me spend the night at no nigga house, LOL. So I made up some lie, and that's how I was able to do it. So I come over, and I had on a cute outfit and some cute lingerie under, and when I got there, he was like, damn, you look good. I'm mad I'm going to have to leave you here. And I'm like, what do you mean? And so he was like, So he was like, oh, one of the homies had to do something, so we haven't went out yet. And I'm like, what the fuck at this time, because it's already like 10 to 10:30. So I was a little annoyed, and I was like, why you have me come over here if you were just gonna leave? And he was like, because I want you to come home, because I want to come home to you. And I was just like, okay, whatever, another red flag. He lived with his mom and sister, and I met them before, but I didn't know them like that, so I stayed in the room the whole time. I didn't leave to pee or nothing without him there. Sis, I've been in a situation like that too, because it's like, how you just gonna leave me here with these people? I don't know them like that. So 2 a.m. comes around, and by this time I'm asleep because I had a long day earlier trying to get everything done or to go over there. So I was tired. So 2 a.m. rolls around, and he comes home drunk as fuck and woke me up like, babe, I told you to wait up for me. And I was like, I tried, but you never said when you was coming back. And he was like, damn, a nigga gotta tell you his every move. And that caught me off guard. I'm like thinking, nigga, what? I was like, that's not what I'm saying. If you knew... I'm like, that's not what I'm saying. If I knew what time you were coming, I would have made more of an effort. So he was just like, yeah, okay, with an attitude. His energy was off, and I was like, where's all this hostility coming from? So I'm like, hey, is everything okay? And he's like, yeah, I just got into some shit, but I'm good. I don't really want to get into it. And I'm just like, okay, and I didn't push the issue. So after that night, things went downhill. He wasn't really hitting me up, and when I would hit him up, he would be real short with me. At this point, I'm like, okay, I could read between the lines, and I could see you don't want to fuck with me no more. So I'm cool on you. So I stopped hitting him up, and so like a week later, he hit me up and was like, what's up? Where you been? I haven't heard from you, and why? And I'm like, you made it clear that you didn't want to talk to me, so I gave you your space. And he's like, man, what the fuck are you talking about space? I don't want no space. I'm like, well, your action says otherwise. And he's like, okay, I'm going to keep it 100. I really like you, but I got a lot of shit going on. I got court. I got to finish my community service. I got a daughter, and I got another one on the way. What? First of all, I'd have been like, nigga, you knew all this shit before you even started fucking with me. And I was like, hold the fuck up. Run the last sentence back. You got what? He was like, I got another baby on the way. My baby mama is 7 months pregnant. And I was lost for words because we had been together for about the same amount of time. And we had been together about the same amount of time. And we was always together. So I was like, when did you have the time? I was so pissed. Mind you, he already have a daughter who was like 1 or 2. So this new baby was by a completely different girl. After that, I was done. Like, I am not about to be baby mama number 3. And I told him straight up, I was like, you have more things going on that I could handle. So I think it's best we call it quits now. He swore he didn't want to be with baby mama number 2. And he's not even sure if that's really his baby. I wasn't falling for that shit because niggas love claiming baby might not be theirs when they want their cake and eat it too. But yeah, girl, sorry if the story was long. I hope you enjoyed it. There's actually more to the story, but I feel like it's already too long. Let me know if you want the part 2. Yes, we want the part 2, sis. It's just crazy because I swear to God, niggas love to say, that's probably not even my baby whole time. You've been laid up with this bitch. Not say bitch. You've been laid up with this woman every night, going in her raw, talk, and then they let us say, I use the condom. Why do guys do that? I swear. I be like, okay. Guys love saying they use the condom when it's like, you know you did not use a condom. This is your baby. You know that. You be over there kissing and rubbing on her stomach, giving her names, telling her to name this baby after your grandma that passed away. They always do the same thing. It just never fails. And it be like, but yes, sis, no, I feel you. I feel you. That's good you walked away, because it's like, that's good you walked away. You were strong, sis, because I swear, it's like, boy, you knew you had all this stuff. You knew you had community service and court and a baby before I hopped in your life. And then before you asked me to be your girlfriend, or wow, why would you ask me when you know you was still messing with other girls unprotected? Like, God, whoo, it really be the nerve for me. But thank you so much for sharing, sis. Yes, we need that part 2. You guys, so let's get into this next story. This one is in order too, and then I think I'm gonna go one more up in the front because y'all be like, why am I making them so short? So sorry, I'm gonna do 4 videos. So I already did 2, so we got 2 more to go. So this one it's titled Gangster Midget and Broke Gangster. Like what? Like what? Okay, so I want to hear this story. Let's read it. So it says, this was back in 2019, and I believe I was about 19 years old at the time. Day drinking with friends at the river all day long, and at the time we got home, we were super drunk and bored and looking for something to do. One of our homegirls had called us, and she said that she knew her man was at this club in Portland about an hour away. cheating on her with this other girl. What? So we all get in the car, we pull up to this club, and we were all under 21. So she was over 21, so she went in and we sat outside in the car waiting for her. Y'all some real friends, because y'all drove with her a whole hour to catch her man cheating. I would do the same for my friends too. I'd be like, come on sis, let's go. Time ain't nothing. Let's get there. Keep in mind, we're drunk, and this homeless man comes up to us talking about if you roll me this blunt, I'll give you 5 tabs of acid. So of course me and my friends are like, hell yeah, wait, what? And start rolling the blunt and take the 5 tabs of acid. We each took one and pocket the others. So now we're drunk as fuck and high out of our minds, just sitting on the side of the road waiting for this girl to come out of the club. About an hour later, the girl comes out of the club and her boyfriend had his arm around her and the girl he was cheating on her with. We all walked back to my friend's car, and the girl he was cheating on her with was so drunk, her mini dress was all the way up to her stomach and her ass cheek and G-strings was hanging out. So embarrassing for her, but every time we pulled it down, it would just come right back up and she was falling everywhere. So at some point, you just gotta be like, not my problem. Anyway, so we're all sitting piled up in the back of the car, and all the drunk girls are all spread out in the back seat on top of our laps, and we're thinking where we're gonna go somewhere, go home, to a party. I don't know, I was fucking high. But her boyfriend pulls out this 8-ball of cocaine, and he just started doing it in the car in the middle of the street with the door open. So our dumbasses get out of the car, and we're like in the passenger side of the door taking bumps out of the car when the police pull up. When I tell you I was so high and scared, I ran to this homeless person we got the tabs of acid from and sat down next to him on the ground and told him, I can't go to jail tonight, sir. I'm gonna sit next to you until the police leave. He thought I was weird as fuck, but I didn't care. So the boyfriend of my friend just waved the police off like it was nothing, and the police pulled off like he knew them. So I didn't know what the fuck we were getting into or how he could just wave the police off like that. But I get back in the car and we drive off. In the car, the guy was talking about how we were going to some big ass party. In the car, the guy was talking about how we was going to some big party and everyone there was so chill in this super nice hotel in Portland. So we're super lit and we're excited. And as soon as we pull up to the hotel and park, there's a midget in the lobby that the girl's boyfriend goes up and talks to. This wasn't a What? What? This wasn't a regular midget though. He was like a gangster midget with a cold chain and tattoos on his neck. And he was like a bodyguard midget. What? So he walked, like, sis, this story is just getting just different each time. He walked us all the way up to the elevator and all the way up to the room and let us in and pimped off back downstairs. I was expecting a super lit party, but as soon as we walked in there, the longest table you ever seen in your life, probably like 10 feet long, surrounded by men doing, you know, that booger sugar. I don't want to say it too many times. At this point, I'm sitting here looking at my friend like, this ain't no party. I don't know what the fuck this is. So I sit myself at the table and everybody sit down and we're just sitting there and nobody offered us any, you know, or talking to us. Keep in mind, these are some grown-ass fucking men, like 30 to 40 years old. We are 19, end up getting kicked out of the party because someone noticed that we were hella young and kicked us out. But I was glad to get kicked out because that shit was weird as fuck. That was weird? Anyway, first walking out, the girl's boyfriend is walking in front of us and his wallet is hanging out of his pocket. So my friend take his wallet and he didn't even notice. We were laughing the whole way down to the lobby because we thought we came up. Off your homegirl? Y'all thought y'all stole your homegirl's boyfriend wallet? Okay, never mind. Talking about some fuck y'all for leaving shit and for what y'all gonna go home. Y'all some lame ass bitches. So I started talking my shit back, telling him you ain't shit. You told us you were gonna take us to a party and you took us to some weird ass hotel with all these grown ass men and blah blah blah. I was so high I thought I was Superman and I could fight anyone. Tell me why this man pulls out y'all already know, out his pants like he's in some fucking action movie and start aiming it at everybody. I'm thinking like, I wish Gangster Midget was here to keep you in check because you wilding out in this hotel lobby. The fuck? We took off to the car. We were running so fucking fast. Everybody was running. We got his wallet, so really his loss. But he don't know that. We go into the car and we speed back home. So me and my friends are in the back seat and tell the girl... Me and my friends are in the backseat. We tell the girl that invited us down here that we took her boyfriend's wallet and there was no money in it. And we were laughing and laughing because how are you going to be broke acting like the way you were acting? Ill, right? Tell me why his girl basically made an illegal U-turn on the motherfucking road to take this man back his wallet, who was waving his at us. Anyway, we were sitting there thinking was it. This is where we all died. The bitch was so dumb. Anyways, we ended up making it home safe, but that's probably the crazy night of my life. I hope I never see a gangster midget again, or a broke gangster. Sis, what the was that? Sis, like, no judgment zone at all. But what was that? That story was all over the place. Like, you thought only the hotel situation was weird. Like, nothing else was weird. Why did y'all take drugs from a homeless man? That's one. Why did she have y'all ride with her to go confront her cheating boyfriend if she was just gonna hang out with the girl that he cheated on her with? And did the girl that he cheated on her with come with y'all too? Like, what y'all do with her? Like, what happened to her? And how y'all just all been hanging out? Like, okay, yeah, you cheating on the homegirl. We came down here to confront you with her. We drove a whole hour away, but now we just gonna all go party together. And then we gonna rob you. Sis! Like... Again, no judgment zone here, no judgment zone, but it's like these stories that I've picked so far, like this, y'all on a roll, Let's see what the fourth one have in store. Like, sis, oh my god. But let's get into the last but not least story. This is number 4, and y'all, it's another crazy title, so I could just imagine, because these stories have been crazy this Sunday, like on the Lord's Day. I'm just kidding, but no, for real, y'all been wilding, but I love it. I love it. Okay, so this story is titled Storytime, running my baby daddy over. Let's see. Again, I do not condone domestic violence at all. I do not condone it, but I'm just reading a story. So let's see. Hey, first I want to let you know I watch all of your story times and I want you to tell mine. This shit is crazy. So boom, me and my baby daddy was on our way to his friend's house to go smoke. So this nigga pop up out of blue saying he was gonna stay with his friends, which pissed me off. Cause I just got my car and he trying to go be with his friends after I just wasted gas just to smoke. So I got mad. When he got out of the car, we started arguing. And this nigga get embarrassed cause I was talking shit, of course. So he started walking away. I parked my car and I follow him on foot. We started fighting. I swing on him and he pushed me, which made my shirt rip and my small ass boobs just out. I didn't wear bras. No, I feel you, sis, because I got small things too and I don't wear bras like that. But I put one on to record this video because I was like, yeah. He run off and I get in the car to chase this nigga. He know the area we in, but I don't. I barely be out that way, so I rode around to look for him. Honestly, I think I was mad because I didn't trust him, period, to leave my sight. Because he liked to play get back. Anyways, I find him, so I get out and start talking shit again. So he snatched my iPhone and smashed that bitch to the ground. I got mad as fuck, so now I'm really swinging at this nigga. Busted his nose and he grabbed my other phone, which was a brick, and he run off. So now I'm hot. He broke my iPhone and he took my brick too. So I rode around looking for this nigga again because he's got my shit, and at this point my boob's still out, by the way. So I found him. I drilled my shit, hit him with my car, which was in somebody's yard while they was mowing. And this nigga lands on my car like Spider-Man, bruh. Then I hit him again, which hit his knees, and we see somebody calling the police. There's blood on my steering wheel from my hand from busting his nose. Oh, okay. So he takes my keys and runs. I'm parked in somebody's driveway, all my windows down, his blood on my steering wheel, and it's hot as fuck. I got no shoes on, and my boobs is hanging out, and he got a busted nose. So boom, he runs to a cut and I go with him crying because I don't want to go to jail. We hear the police everywhere, so his friend comes to pick him up. He took my phone, he called my mom, and she got to my car fast as fuck and cleaned the blood. Told the police it was teenagers fighting and made me get in my car and drive home. I got my car took for an hour and my phone, then she gave it back. And I went to pick this nigga up from his friends and we were cool like nothing happened hours later. To this day, we still together, but that shit is not present in our relationship. But when I tell you we was toxic, we was toxic. Literally, everybody who see us argue say we need to be in a movie. That shit be so crazy. I hope you enjoyed this story. I hope you enjoyed that crazy ass story, and I'm sorry if it's long, but I love you, girl, and that toxic shit is definitely too much for me. A whole year later, and we got a kid and another one on the way. Sis, you joined everybody with the crazy stories, y'all. I came this Sunday, I don't know, I randomly picked them and y'all, they were all just wild. Okay, so anyway, sis, yeah, that's good y'all not like that anymore, and I just pray y'all don't ever get like that again, because that's crazy. What? And then it's just like, okay, I go home, he called me like, okay babe, pick me up, I'm ready, and then you just go like, okay, boom, like nothing ever happened. You good? Your knees hurt? Your face good? Like, What? Okay, yeah, so that's good y'all not like that anymore, but thank you so much for sharing, sis. If you got some more stories, let me know. I'm over here was picturing the whole scene in my head, and it was just a lot for me. Let me know, y'all. But anyway, that's it for this Subbie Sunday. I read 4 stories. It was 4 crazy stories, and I had 2 earthquakes in the video. Like, dang, that wasn't even an hour worth of time, and it was 2 earthquakes back to back. California. Anyway, so that's it for this Sunday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on all my socials down below. And if you would like to share your story, make sure you send it to Symonestorytimes@yahoo.com, and that's in the description box as well. Peace out.